Good morning. We gabbed the whole night through. Good morning.
Good morning, Vietnam!
All week long.
All rise, and hey, by the way, I don't get to say this very often. Good morning.
Good morning, Credence. How are you? Beautiful Saturday.
Saturday. It's the weekend. It's 9:30 a.m. That was like 6-something on the West Coast. Should be a great crowd today. First appearances. Who got in trouble last night? I don't even have a clue where we're at. 14th District Court. I'll have to look it up.
Elizabeth is, I don't know. She's in a changing room, perhaps.
I know. I believe that's where she goes live on Facebook and sells those different things, paparazzi jewelry and different, things like. Remember, that one DJ over on Twitch that has like that thing that he wears, the blanket.
Yeah, right.
I think that Elizabeth sells those.
That's nice.
Anyways, got an interesting setup here. Very small, down in the corner. That's who we're talking to. So let's jump into it. We've also got.
They heard you, Creed. They brought it up bigger.
Nice.
Thank
you.
Damn! They took it away.
Then they heard you, and then, anyways, hope you guys having a good. Look at this nice little crowd today. All right.
Good. Pull up a chair.
Let's jump into it. Let's see who got in trouble and what they did last night.
Morning, I only thing I have to worry about then is contact, because I do have to keep you apart on a temporary basis at least. So let me pull that up, Mr. Watson, and see.
Did you just say objection?
Name is a Melinda Helton. Were you residing in the same residence at the time you were arrested?
She was actually staying in my house. I'd had shoulder replacement surgery 3 weeks ago, so she was just there helping me out. But she's gone back to Alabama.
A lot of help when you're down one shoulder.
She is. That's great. But how do you know that, and how do you know she's gone?
Well, I know that because the deputy took her back to Alabama.
What?
So here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to let you pick between the bond and the conditional release. If you want to post the bond on the missing.
I'm a part-time sheriff and part-time Uber driver.
If you'd like to accept the conditional release, I'm certainly going to offer you a conditional release with no history.
Only small comments today because we're going to cover up the action.
Yes. Keep it to 2 or 3 words, guys.
Watson,
right.
If she is gone, you certainly can stay in your residence. That's not a problem. If you can't go there without law enforcement, you need to get them to your residence. And if she's gone, her belongings are gone, that's fine. If she's still there, you've got to find somewhere else to stay on a temporary basis.
I hear the budget tells beautiful on the
I know
weekends.
that sounds strange because it's your residence, but if she's legally there, she has to be legally, lawfully removed and evicted.
Sorry.
The same thing, and why are we working?
Before you can go back there. Oh, so you can go there with law enforcement the first time, and they'll make a determination. She's not there, and her belongings are gone. You're fine staying there.
Mad Cave found himself a corner with a little bit of sun.
Bond or the release, either way.
Good to see you, Mad
You
Cave.
understand your choice between a bond and the release?
I do.
And which one do you want to choose, Mr. Watson?
His shoulder must not have been too bad, Creed, if he assaulted her. I'm guessing that's
what I mean. She's over there helping him.
Apparently, she did a shit job.
Monday, and they will tell you to show up to meet with a conditional release officer, and then you'll get your court date eventually. Mr. Watson, any questions?
Oh, Tiff, you're up bright and early.
Have a good day, sir.
Tiff, what the hell's happening in LA? No chases last night. I figured we'd get something.
Yes, sir. Thank you.
Dry. They're busy working on the guy that stabbed somebody at the hospital.
All right, so Miss Simpson, Mr. Gill, that leaves Washington County, and then those 2 female inmates.
All right, so this dude is working like a whole bunch. That's what
that are being housed at
down there's for
Calhoun County. So
that's crazy.
let me see.
Not the Calhoun.
Not in the room for some reason. Let's see if I can call
What
back
are these
over there
people
and see what's
doing?
happened to them. I've had
Public defenders.
I got less than half the complaints from the
Another
other
one up late or early.
We know
Which
they
one?
watched the video. We know that.
102.
Hey, this is Judge Mercer. ready for first appearances, and there's nobody in the Washington County room.
Okay, so these are all different counties you see in these boxes.
Right. Here comes the Wormans, or there goes the Wormans.
Well, we missed the Wormans.
Oh, we missed the Wormans.
So they're bringing. Oh, thank you for the cheer. In about a year, we'll get our first payment from
Yeah, this
them.
is the judge. I've got those. I got to first appear the ones I got information for because I've got. Anyway, I see them in the room. Thank you. Thank you.
Fix your shirt. You gotta look good for the jail.
So he must have ran through all them, but he said he had a couple more.
They're waiting for people to come
So
in.
Mr. Gill, Ms.
Ragplugs?
Now, see the one up there in the very top
Washington County on a weekend.
right. I've
Other
seen
than
that one before.
13 cases from Washington County alone. The problem is they're having some technical issues, and I only got complaints on 6 of the 13. Well, they switched shifts, so the night shift sent the complaints, and no one followed up. So I finally got to Washington County.
Sorry,
I got
6.
4-7 this morning. At about 10 till 8, I called to try to figure out what's going on, and they're having some kind of email issue. So we'll do the 6 that we have.
Email issues.
Since we began the other counties, I've got some new ones by email. So we'll just kind of work through it the best we can. And then when we get through with these, we've got to try to connect to Liberty County on those 2 ladies over there.
2 bad girls in Liberty County.
But yeah, the one on the very top right corner, they have them stand in that hall. Basically, they're all just lined up in the hall. Bring them up one at a time.
Oh, Judge, I do have a hearing with Judge Patterson at 9 o'clock that I think, use my phone and maybe stay muted with you if that's okay with you, Judge.
That's fine with me.
Thank you for picking up the microphone and bringing it close to your mouth there, honey.
It's on a dependency matter, Your Honor.
I covered up Mikey.
No problem, Ms. Simpson. If you need to mute it, please do whatever you need to do, and we'll do the best we can.
Thank you.
Well played, Mad Cave. Well played. Well played.
All right. Can you hear me in Washington County?
Oh, they're bringing them in downstairs. I see them down there. In the
we're lining them up.
Good morning. Ladies and gentlemen in Washington County Jail. This is Judge Mercer. I'm the county judge in Jackson County, and we're going to do the best we can with these first appearances. We have a huge number for Washington County.
Nope.
And we've got some technological problems that's prevented them from sending me the complaints on all of your cases. So we'll do the ones we can.
They broke the computer over yonder.
Jailer, we do have a problem with Washington County. We start court at 8 o'clock, and when we do that, we have all 5 counties.
That's my
Washington
coffee.
County is the only county.
Oh, and Mikey's drinking out of a red cup this morning. No wonder.
So what happens is, if you play the video,
Hair of the dog.
all 5 counties can hear that video, so we can't do anything.
Nice and cool here as well. After all the storms that came through last night,
it was bad last night, man.
Mute your microphone there. Y'all can play the video while we go ahead and go forward with the other.
I'm pretty sure that Lawrence has a Disney branded coffee cup.
Mr. Jailer, can you see and hear all?
By the way, when he's talking about this video, they're going to play a video for them all to know their rights, how this is going to work, so he doesn't have to read it over and over.
Beautiful 73 degrees.
72 and cloudy here.
Mr. Gill.
Nice and sunny.
Lawrence Gill on behalf of the state of Florida.
Hey, Lawrence.
Elizabeth Simpson with Public Defender's Office.
Yeah, put it right in your mouth, Elizabeth, please.
Mikey for the defense.
Yes, Your
Out
Honor.
of North Carolina.
So, Mr. Jailer, the ones that we have in there now, is that the ones I had originally, or is it?
I've raised my children.
Okay.
The ones you told me.
I have part-time children.
Thank you.
It's
Thank
called
you,
a
sir.
grandson.
Ladies and gentlemen, we'll take
I'm
these.
done with them. I send them home.
That may or may not get a drum set.
This is just for holding purposes.
Both.
One offensive sex offender violation. I did read that complaint. There is probable cause in the complaint.
Starting off good.
Bench, I also looked at your criminal history. I'm going to go ahead and set you a bond in this case. The nature of the case is not one I'm going to give a conditional release on. So you're going to get a bond. The good news is you're entitled to a bond. Mr. Finch, the normal bond I set for third-degree felonies is $5,000.
Yeah, where are we? What state are we in?
Florida.
Ladies and gentlemen, when I say cash or
Well, there you go, Jack.
You can either put up all the money or you can go through a bondsman.
True
It's
that.
not a case where you have to put up all the money. It is a case where bondsman could be used if you wish. So So, Mr. Finch, after first appearance, you get to call friends, family.
Speaking
or
of which,
bondsmen if
Paul,
you
while
wish.
he goes through all this, I
Both
just
that
might
bond
have
will
to
be
go out and check
released
traffic
as
weather together.
$5,000 cash or a bondsman. If you go through a bondsman, they're going to typically charge you somewhere around 10%. 10% of 5,000.
Yeah. Speaking of which, Mad Cave, go out to the beach. I saw your comment. He says, I don't want to. He says he doesn't want to go out to the beach alone, which he lives right near the
There's
beach.
people there.
Walk.
You know that, right?
Huh?
He does know there's other people on the beach. He's not going to be all by himself.
He says, no, I don't want to look like a fat perv looking at all the bikini women. That's the whole point of going. What do you mean? Come on now.
Creed, our very first guy was a vampire. I can't believe. Right off the bat, vampire in Florida.
To change or renew information that's required. Mr. Alford, there is probable cause for these charges. Mr. Alford, when you see these kind of cases, there are
It is
situations
Florida.
where someone could be charged with multiple offenses under the statute. Some officers will charge with one case, like they did with Mr. Finch, although he could have been charged with two. Other times, you'll have an officer that charges everyone individually.
I
So
won't.
what I do, Mr. Alford, is if I have someone charged with multiple offenses, I usually set a felony bond on the primary one, and then I set misdemeanor bonds on the other ones. Even though they're felonies, I set misdemeanor
That's
bonds
cold.
because it's just different officers doing things differently. In other words, some officers would have charged you with one count. You happen to get an officer that charged you with 3. I think they're all justified under the law. I just don't know the state attorney's office is going to prosecute all 3.
You
A lot
got
of
an
officers
asshole
will
for
pick
an officer.
the most egregious one. In your case, the most egregious one is just failing to register totally. So that bond's going to be $5,000. Your other 3 charges will have a bond of $2,500. They're all cash or surety. So your total bond is $12,500, but it is cash or surety, meaning you can go through a bondsman. Mr. David Alford, do you have any questions?
No.
Okay, sir.
I do not. Dracula.
Carl Rogers. Mr. Rogers, good morning. Mr. Rogers, you have a violation of probation warrant. I believe I saw Judge Patterson's signature on it. Mr. Rogers, that warrant has a bond on it. The judge, when he reviewed it, felt like it was appropriate to set a bond. Obviously, I'm not going to modify or get involved in his or her case.
Yeah, I was going to say, this dude's got to be careful
bond on your warrant.
not
Your
pissing
bond
off
will be
everybody else.
$7,500 cash or surety. Mr. Rogers, you'll get to use the phone shortly to try to post the bond. Any questions, sir? No, sir. Have a good day, Mr. Rogers. The next one I have paperwork on, I believe it's Jamie Finch.
Dun, 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 dun.
Jamie Finch.
Oh, there she is.
Finch, good morning. You're here for first appearance. You have 2 charges. You're accused of possession of controlled substance without a prescription and possession of paraphernalia. Ms. Finch, there is probable cause. After viewing your history and the complaint, I'm going to set your bond at $5,000 on the felony, $2,500 on the misdemeanor.
She wanted to party all weekend. And
$500, but it is cash or
Look
surety.
how
Meaning
drugs
you
has
can
ravaged
all
this
the
young
money.
lady's body.
You have any
She's
questions?
a frail
obviously
stick.
not doing the meth.
I need insulin.
Oh,
Ms. Finch,
God.
If you have a medical need, you need to make the jail aware of that. You've actually just done that.
Just mix it with some
Look,
heroin before you inject it.
Very serious.
Officials say
It does
meth
have-
is on the rise, and as a result, so is crime.
Must have been a bad batch around here because Floyd counties went crazy in the last 4 days.
I don't run the jail, but now that you made them aware of it, ma'am, they have an obligation to get you to see a nurse or a doctor, okay?
Bad batch.
Have a good day, ma'am.
I need insulin, hydrocodone, oxycodone,
Wait, no, they're not the same as Miss Finch. You're
soma.
Controlled substance without a prescription and possession of less than 20 grams of marijuana. Mr.
I hate the marijuana ones,
Those
though.
charges. I'm gonna set you the same bond. I've set her $5,000 on the felony.
Is that all that
$2,500 on
this
the
person
misdemeanor.
had was marijuana as a $5,000 bond? I hope not.
It is cash or surety. You don't have to come up.
Isn't weed legal in Florida anyways?
You will get you to use the phone in a few minutes to try
It's
to
real
post the
tricky.
bond.
Decriminalized?
Any
Or-
questions? No, sir. Have a good day, sir.
Maybe a trunk full though.
Yeah, it's
think
less
that's
than 8
Mr.
grams or
Gator,
something.
I have now read
Morning.
Ms. Sellers and Miss McLaughlin.
Oh,
but if
Epcot.
you want to bring all of the others in, we'll work through them. And I'll see which ones I have, or if you just want to do those 2, it's entirely up to you. Whatever's easier on y'all. I know we've got a load this morning, so whatever's easier, sir.
Oh,
Okay.
Well.
I'll just swap these guys
Big
out.
loads.
The rest of them.
Sounds good.
Let me let me swap these ones out and bring in them other ones because them's the bad ones, Your Honor. They really bad. I hope Lawrence isn't getting paid, or hopefully they're earning about what we're making sitting here right now. Nothing. Because they ain't doing shit.
I know.
Not even hey, this dude's lived here his whole life. Nothing.
Whoa. Hello there. Oh, we got a good round here.
Mm-hmm. Oh, that one's a myth right there. I can tell just by the way he's moving.
Are those children?
Yeah. Oh.
And another Werman.
2 Wermans.
Oh, yeah. Why is one in pumpkin wear and the other's...
She got cold.
We've been working. I've been going since before 7, trying to get everything ready. And
that's a weird flex, but all right.
No one's fault at the jail.
I woke up with a 7 in front of it.
Some of your complaints I was not able to get. Some of them I still haven't read, but I'm going to try to read the ones I have.
I'll BRB.
If I don't have them, I may ask the jailer to read them to me. So I'm waiting. And on your screen, you're going to see the 2 attorneys involved in today's
Read to me like I'm a 5-year-old. Good to see everybody, by the way.
So I'm going to ask that they
thank you for the first like over on Facebook.
Lawrence Gill on behalf of the state of Florida.
Elizabeth Simpson with the Public Defender's Office.
All right. Thank you both.
All 5 of you on Facebook. Good morning.
Read, that'll be Starla Sellers. Miss Sellers, come on up. The jailer will show you where to stand at. Miss Sellers, you're here for first appearance because of a warrant unless arrest and violation of community control. Miss Sellers, you're going to be held with no bond on that arrest. Miss Sellers, different counties handle this differently. In Jackson County, we give the probation office
new emojis. Check them out.
Sign. I do not know the procedure in Washington County, Miss Sellers, but 1 or 2 things will happen. Either the public defender's office will come see you at the jail if you don't hire an attorney, or Miss Sellers, in some counties they'll put you back on the docket the next working day because some judges like to make sure everybody's on the same page.
Oh.
Right now, you've got no bond, Miss Sellers, based on this allegation. Miss Sellers, do you have any questions?
No, sir.
Have a good day, ma'am. The next one I have a complaint for is Margaret McLaughlin. Ms. McLaughlin, yours is a complaint that I just have received since I started doing first appearances. We've already done 4 counties this morning. So, Ms. McLaughlin, yours is, matter of fact, the rest of these I've not had a chance to read. So give me about 60 seconds. It looks like it's a 2-page complaint. Give me a second, Ms. McLaughlin.
2-page complaint. Get your votes in now. What did Miss McLaughlin do? She looks like a fighter. Looks like, she's got some, she got that fighter's build. Fat. Like me. I can say that. Good to see everybody. It's a Saturday morning. First appearances. We're going to be jumping around.
This is a complaint. I read part of this in a co-defendant, so part of this is the same. The part involving your particular charges at the end looks like it's different. You've been accused of 7 charges, ma'am. Actually 6. 1 count of possession of cocaine, 1 count of possession of drug or equipment or possession, 4 counts of possession of harmful new or legend drug. Those last 5 charges are misdemeanors. The cocaine is a felony. Miss McLaughlin, let me see if I have a criminal history here, and I do. I'm going to ask you, Miss McLaughlin, when's the last time you were charged with a crime, ma'am?
Today?
It's been a while.
Are you on any probation at this time, ma'am?
No, sir.
Do you have any charges pending?
No, sir.
Okay, it looks like a Washington County 2019.
Thank you.
Sale of methamphetamine. How was that? Did you get probation in that case, ma'am? Or
I went to prison on that.
after a VOP or before?
I can't believe the cocaine.
Mr. McLaughlin, I'm going to go ahead and set your bond in these cases. You're not a conditional release candidate with your history. The bond on the cocaine possession is going to be $5,000. The bond on the 5 misdemeanors is going to be $2,500 each because there's 5 of those. That's a total of 12 misdemeanors, 5 on the felony. Your total bond is $17,500. Ms. McLaughlin, that's cash or surety. Ma'am, what that means, the cash or surety, you don't have to come up with all the money. You can go through a bondsman. That's what a surety bond is. After first appearance, you can you'll get to use the phone, ma'am, to try to post a bond. Any questions, Ms. McLaughlin?
I think $5,000 is the
Have a good day.
going rate for any drugs. The
Mr.
marijuana, the cocaine, the meth.
An email on looks like it is Roberts. Michael Roberts. Mr. Roberts, come on up, please.
He's not up here, Your Honor. He had threatened one of the co-defendants, so we were holding him for last.
Yeah.
Let's come back to him then. And let me
Looking forward to seeing
We
him.
have another email that came through 1 minute ago on Moses, Daniel Moses. Mr. Moses, good morning. Mr. Moses, you're here for first appearance accused of one count of driving while license suspended or revoked habitual. Mr. Moses, we're going to read that complaint.
Yeah, I thought so too. I was like, wow.
Mr. Moses, there is probable cause in the complaint for driving while license suspended or revoked habitual. It's alleged that you just got habitualized last year and that you were caught driving. So that's enough for probable cause. Looking at your history, it shows
Habitual.
14 felony charges, 22 misdemeanors. Now that's not always accurate. Sometimes a probation violation will show up and it counts as a separate charge, but it does tell me you've got a very long criminal history. Are you on any probation anywhere, sir?
Misdemeanors.
No, sir.
And you don't have any charges pending at this time, is that right?
No, sir.
Mr. Moses, I'm going to set you the standard bond I set for this
Hi,
charge.
Joel.
I'm not going to offer a conditional release, and I'm not with your history. Your bond's $5,000, but it is cash or surety, Mr. Moses. You will get to use the phone in a few minutes to try to post a bond. Mr. Moses, any questions?
No, sir.
Have a good day, sir.
We should all get together and buy
Hey, let me make sure there's
golden
no
slots
anybody
as
else in
mom's
that
cabin
email
in the
to
mountains.
Mr. Moses, and there's not. All right. Since we started Mr. Moses, I received another email on Hudson. That would be Mark Hudson.
Yes, Your Honor.
Which one are we waiting to the end
Here
on?
comes Mark Hudson. He loves cheeseburgers.
Roberts. Okay.
He's a
Mr.
big boy.
Hudson, come on up. Mr. Hudson, I just got an email in yours. I've got to read the complaint, sir.
Isn't that Phil from the trailer
You know
park?
what? If there's a felony VOP warrant that has no bond on it, signed by Judge Patterson on April 28th. So regardless of what I do on the others, you're not going to have a bond. But I still want to read the complaint on those to make sure there's probable cause. So let me read that complaint.
Read it slowly.
Oh, it's
Oh,
a
like-
Yes.
motel incident. We've already had 2 first appeared from that incident, Mr. Hudson.
Last guy had 14 felonies and 22 misdemeanors.
He's been a busy boy.
And they asked him, "Are you on probation anywhere?" He's like, "Nope." Okay, how are you not on lifelong probation? And we got a guy that's assaulting other inmates. He'll be here.
Yeah,
in
Mr.
what
Hudson, there
he
is
calls the
probable
main
cause
event.
for 2 other charges: possession of methamphetamine and possession of drug paraphernalia. I'm going to set your bond at $5,000 on that felony, $2,500 on the misdemeanor.
Yeah, everything
Keep
is
in mind, Mr.
5K.
Hudson, there's no
Yeah.
point in posting those bonds until you resolve your VOP because it has no bond on it. Mr. Hudson, do you have any questions?
Yes, sir.
So
Have
do
a
you
good
think
day,
he
sir.
was using it or selling it? Because he doesn't look like he uses it. I mean, I could be wrong.
Mr. Jailer, I believe that leaves White, Blackman, and Roberts.
Don't look at his gut bubbles. Don't look at his gut.
And I've also got
I think.
Don't do it.
Go ahead, sir.
Don't look at his gut.
James Wilkes, and that'll be the last one.
Okay, you're right. I did not see him. I think the only one out of those that I have the paperwork on is Roberts.
What was it? Don't look. Look at my gut
Are
fur.
they still in the room?
Mr. Roberts is
I
in a
got
holding
first.
cell. Are you ready for him?
That depends. You said he had threatened somebody. Is that somebody that's in the room now?
No, it's the McLaughlin subject.
Is there anybody in here that's going to trigger him?
I think he's the only one I've got a complaint on.
Let's see this badass. Bring him in.
He's got the Adam the Woo size shirt, sir.
That's amazing.
Phil's dead. I'm pretty sure, isn't he?
Yeah, he died. He did do. He did die. It's a tragic loss. A man cut down in his prime. Not unlike that one right there. He was cut down in his prime too. Oh, and that one, well, he died years ago.
He's cutting down. He's cutting something.
That guy used to be alive, believe it or not. He no longer lives.
I hate it. There's a demarcation line where Creed just stopped with his favorite show, though. It just got to be too much for me. But man, the classic.
The old episodes are the best.
Man, I spent a lot of money on DVDs getting those over from Canada. They were, for a very long time, very hard to get in America. I'm pretty sure almost every season from back in the day when Showcase, I think it was
yes.
The main. Yeah, Mike, you hitting the Red Solo Cup this early.
You look, it's Saturday, right? It's the weekend. We're all here to party. Am I right?
Lisa, I love what she did. So I understand. So she put a link in the chat so you could click that and go over to the We Got a Case channel, which, by the way, on the main channel, you can / case. And then put one in so you could return back to the main channel. I love it. That's good thinking. Smart.
Love it.
Locally in Washington County, you've been accused of 3 charges. You've been accused of possession of firearm by a convicted felon, possession of methamphetamine, and then a misdemeanor possession of marijuana. Mr. Roberts, there is probable cause for those 3 charges. All that means is there's enough evidence in a sworn complaint to justify charging you. It does not mean you're guilty at all.
Someday it would be fun. We had
on your local charges, $5,000.
That man.
2 felonies, $2,500 on the misdemeanor.
It's one of the best interviews we've ever done.
$12,500 is cash or surety. That means you don't have to come up with all of it. You can go through a bondsman, but because of the holdout of Arkansas, just be aware if you post bond, you won't be released onto the street. If you post bond before Judge
be on the streets,
and you'll meet with an attorney about whether you want to waive extradition to Arkansas or whether you want to contest it. Anytime a bond is set or changed, Mr. Roberts, you will get to use the phone. So in a few minutes, you're going to get to use the phone, sir. Try to post the bond.
Creed, where would you rather be in jail, Arkansas or Florida?
Yeah, I can fight extradition on a parole violation.
You can fight extradition, but what it does when you fight it, your attorney will explain to you in more detail. It gives them more time to get
Florida, more fun people to talk to.
Test it. They only have 30 days to pick you up.
More people to fight. Like
90.
So this is the guy that was fighting earlier, by the way.
Yeah.
All right. Have a good day, sir.
Have the best day, sir.
I believe he wanted to say something, but God.
Raider, I believe that
Bam! Peanut butter and jelly! What the fuck are you doing, Phil?
on those 3?
Yes, sir. On John White, they're simply warrants, and they just have statutes.
Well, let's go ahead. Let's go ahead.
Remember my cheeseburger shirt?
Mr. White, we'll knock
I had one.
He
He used to wear it. We wore it on the show as like an exact copy.
Are these Washington County warrants?
Yes, Your Honor.
I found a
And
great
is there a
shirt.
case number on any of them?
Yes, Your Honor.
Okay, give me a case number.
22-194
CF.
Mr. White, give us a second, Mr. White.
CFL. Canadian Football League.
This one, and Mr. Jada, while I'm
This is
pulling
why you got to
up
be
this
careful
one,
when you get
please look at the
sizing.
other
It's a
warrants
great
and see if
shirt.
The case numbers are different.
They are, Your
Oh
Honor.
wow.
Yeah. Oh wow. Watch this.
Mr. White, in 22-194 CF.
It's a child's shirt.
Well, I'm sorry, hang on, I pulled up
Emily
Yeah.
might could wear that. Maybe.
the wrong one.
It's a
In
Hanes small they sent me.
Mr. White, Mr. Jada, the bonds don't have warrants on them. Is that accurate?
Great shirt though.
That's correct.
Mr. White, in this case, 22-194 CF, there has been a warrant signed. I'm pulling up the warrant now.
Impromptu poll question in the chat.
Behavior, victim less than 12 years of age and offender 18 years of age or older.
I think Florida.
The
Yeah, it
warrant
has to be
signed by
Florida.
Judge Peel. It was no bond until first appearance is on the warrant. So, Mr. White, I'm going to read the complaint.
Do you have her up? I think we could we'll change of pace if you want to.
Right now, Your Honor.
Looks like she got a full boat over there, huh?
This is an incident of
Yeah. It's on a slight time delay. But, yeah.
1992.
She's
What is
bringing
the
them up.
statute of limitations on lewd and lascivious behavior with a victim under 12 and the person over 18?
Your Honor, that's a life felony. I looked it up this morning, so I believe there is no statute of limitations for that charge. The other two, I believe, are going to be second-degree felony.
I might have to go to Iowa now if I have to live with these vampires.
The limitations for those are, I think it's 5 years, Your Honor. I can look it up.
Okay. So in the first one, Mr. White, that appears to be the most serious one. Victim less than 12, but over 18. There is probable cause of the complaint.
Victim less than 12, but over 18.
Just a moment. I want to see if there's probable cause in the other two.
Yeah.
Huh?
Yeah.
Maybe over 12, but less than 18.
Do you have a case number on the other two, Mr. Taylor?
They're in order, Your Honor. It's 195 and 196, respect.
Yeah, is he saying that weird, or are we just catching it wrong? I don't.
The other two, Mr. White.
He read it wrong.
See if there's
It's gotta
probable
be
cause in those.
over 12, but under 18. Not under.
Oh, by person over 18.
I am the liquor.
Sorry.
It's
early morning.
Thank you to Melinda for listening better than us.
I wish licking just would send us private alerts so we knew when they were actually live. They're live all the time. That is always up there live, so you got to keep checking it.
County case. The charge of lewd and lascivious battery.
We lost that video.
Victim between 12
They don't
and
do weekends.
16.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
And it looks like it may be the same complaint or very similar complaint.
Yeah, very similar.
Very similar. I'm a scumbag, Your Honor.
I can tell you this: if I were ever arraigned live on Zoom court, I'd want it this way in a tiny little bubble, all the way down.
Has the statute of limitations ran on this case?
All right, cool. But we got the Fink. Fink's courtroom is up and going, but Mark Nelson's sitting in for Fink.
I'd have to look at when also the time that the victim first reported. So I think that it can be told, and then it can start to run at the time that the offense is given to law enforcement. So I think there's probably an analysis that needs to be done as far as whether the statute of limitations has run. And I think that could be set for a hearing. The state would ask that, based on the allegations in the sworn statement, that there is probable cause. However, there could be a legal defense to this, which could be that the statute of limitations has run.
Shouldn't be anything like that for these kinds of crimes.
I'm reading the last one now, Mr. White. And the last case is 22-196, Washington County. Mr. White, in that case, it's the same basic charge of lewd and lascivious behavior. The difference is the victim is between 12 and 16. So it's the exact same charge as the second case. And I guess it's probably going to be the same alleged victim.
Just spackle his nards with like tar and set it on fire and just kick him out the jailhouse.
I can't believe
Okay, so there is probable cause in that case also. So, Mr. White, let me ask you a few questions. I'm not asking you questions about the charge, obviously, but I'm trying to understand more about the circumstances. Mr. White, how old are you?
53.
Have you ever been charged with a crime before?
Oh, yeah.
In 1995, it was dismissed as assault misdemeanor.
And Mr. White, are you employed?
Yes, sir, I was.
Where at?
Sent you a link.
I was driving a school bus driver.
When these allegations were made, when they're claiming these things happened, this last one is 2017 and 18. Let me see, is that a different alleged victim?
Boy, this dude.
Were you driving a school bus in 2017 and 18?
I've been driving since about 2013.
Oh boy.
Who did this, Creed?
Mr. Gill,
I just came across it
in
in
the
the live
same
feed.
alleged victim, or
I'm
are
in
we talking different
195.
Like
Yeah, I'm
scrolling
looking
for
at
who's live.
195 right now. Let me look at 19.
The 196 was JW, alleged victim. 195 was T.
CT, yeah. So I think they're different victims.
Yeah, on those two it is certainly. And let's see if 194 is a different victim.
That guy. If nothing else, he's quick.
No, do they have no? God, I wish.
I can't find it. I've looked everywhere for it. I know that one court show does it,
Usually first appearance,
and I cannot find it
because we read
anywhere.
ahead of time. That's a third of different.
It's got to be on a website.
The three different
It's gotta be.
victims.
It's not on YouTube.
Yeah.
Send me a link on Facebook.
Mr. White, what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and set your bond. I think you're entitled to a bond. You got some very serious charges you've been accused of. Your bond's going to be $50,000 in each of these cases. You have condition no contact with JW, CT, and AP. Mr. White, if you're still there Monday and if you've not posted bond, I'm going to ask the jail to get you back in front of Judge Peel. Judge Peel is the judge that issued the warrant of these cases.
I mean, the guy is a
has more knowledge of this circumstance.
Look.
Or he may have more knowledge of this circumstance and or
he was a school bus driver.
lack thereov than I do.
Can you imagine
Adjust the bonds? He may not. That will be in
how many victims there are that rode that bus?
Oh, they've never spoke up or
total,
just ashamed or whatever.
Mr. White, but whether you post or not is up to you.
Where's that guy that was assaulting
You'll be out
people
of jail,
earlier?
have no contact.
Yes, put him in the same
If you
cell.
don't post it, you'll
Let
see
him
Judge
beat
Peel
this
on
guy to
Monday.
death.
Mr. White, do you have any
That
questions?
is
Have a good
that's a
day, sir.
bad one. That is a bad one. And as a bus driver, does that fall under that where you're like, you know how school teachers or police or any
Held
of that,
to a
you know,
certain
counselors?
standard. Yeah, I would think so.
Yeah.
Do you have a case number on it?
Yes, Your Honor. It's
That's a lot.
2000105. And it looks like it's combined with another. That's 2000136.
That sounds like, I don't know if that's a felony case number. A felony case will have a CF or an MM in there. If it's a felony or misdemeanor, does that case number have a CF in there anywhere?
I think we can even figure out what's going
Just
on.
Department of Corrections warrant.
So it sounds like maybe a 2000 case. And what's the last numbers on the first one? 2000 CF. What's the last two numbers after the last three numbers after the 000?
105 is what
I gotta look.
appears to be,
quick.
and the other is 136.
Using the free version of StreamYard. Shame on
I'm
you.
gonna look at the warrant, make sure that it's signed by a judge, and make sure it addresses the bond.
Dislike.
That is 20 CF. Yeah, 136.
Oh,
Not 00.
You got 11 subscribers. I can't believe that.
Yeah, 2020.
Yeah, 00 would be a 2000 case number. So this is a 2020 case number. So let's see what we've got here. I'm looking up 20 CF 136, Mr. Blackman. I'm pulling up the warrant as we speak. If a judge has signed a bond and he's put a warrant or addressed the bond on the warrant, it doesn't matter what your criminal history is. That judge has made that decision. That's his or her decision to make. Judge Patterson has signed a warrant on May 16th. It has a bond on it. Now, I'm only looking right now at, well, it's 20-105 and 20-136, and it has a bond already set on it of $2,500. Is that the only one that you have? It's those two case numbers, Mr. Taylor?
Yes, Your Honor.
So you have a $2,500 bond set on the warrant by the issuing judge. Mr. Blackman, you get to use a phone. If you post the bond, you'll be released. If you're not able to post the bond, the public defender's office will be in contact with you, Mr. Blackman. It's cash or surety bond, so you can go through a bondsman. Any questions, sir?
I have one question. I'm supposed to be going before Veterans Court.
I just want Elizabeth to stand up and grab that scarf or whatever, that green thing, and wrap it around her neck and say, "I feel pretty."
The warrant just has a bond on it. You may or may not go to Veterans Court. I have no idea, but you've got a bond on this warrant signed by Judge Patterson. Okay. All right. Have a good day, sir. And
we're in Florida, Mama Bird.
Wilkes.
Yes, Your Honor.
And Mr. Wilkes, come on up. Mr. Wilkes, you're here because you've been accused of one count of burglary of an unoccupied structure and one count of first-degree petty theft. I got in 2 emails just then.
Uh-oh.
I think one of them may be
in your case. One of them's for dick pills, and the other one.
So, Mr. Wilkes, I can probably read this complaint.
About you, Mr. Wilkes.
Probable cause. Okay, give me a second to read this.
And people saying they shouldn't have let that guy be a bus driver. He was never convicted of anything before.
No. Yeah, no. I would imagine they had no idea.
Yeah. They had a clean record. So.
Well, especially when you stop and think about, he's been caught 2 times, it said. Mm-hmm. Can you imagine?
Yeah, and this is like a lot of time's gone by, so it's probably at the point when he was a school bus driver that this was going on.
Yeah.
So, it's a sad state of affairs, but really it's nothing they're gonna do about it. It's not. I don't think there was a failure on the school's part or the school district's part, but there's nothing there to go on. There's nothing there to go on.
Oh, I lived in an age where there wasn't even cameras on the bus.
Oh God, you get your ass beat every day on the bus,
right?
And there's also probable cause for petty theft of a bicycle. Mr. Wilkes, it looks like, according to the complaint, you're on probation out of Lowndes County, Georgia. Is that right?
He's got a bicycle.
I'm gonna go ahead and set your bond in these cases, but listen carefully because I'm gonna hold you on the possible violation of probation. We'll go ahead and set your bond because you're on probation. The bond's gonna be $10,000 on the burglary.
Whoa!
It's gonna be $5,000 cash or surety. Your bond's $15,000, Mr. Wilkes. But I'm gonna ask the jail to hold you till Monday with no bond because it appears you may have violated your probation out of Lowndes County. The local judge there, which is Judge Peel, will see you Monday. Judge Peel may not hold you for Lowndes County. He may let you go in and post the bonds I've set. He may modify those bonds, or he may hold you for some period of time for Lowndes County. Mr. Wilkes, I don't know what he'll do, but you got no bond until you see him on Monday. Mr. Wilkes, do you have any questions?
No, sir. I don't.
Go ahead.
Okay. Can I run out of gas on the interstate?
Yeah. Don't talk about the case. The grass can part is not what's getting you. What's getting you is the bicycle. That's
an expensive bicycle.
Pouring a gas can is one thing, but the bicycle is different. You need to talk to an attorney in private about that. But right now, you got no bond, Mr. Wilkes. You'll see Judge Pill on Monday. Okay.
The most expensive bike ever.
Mr. Jailer, I think that takes care of Washington County. Did I miss anybody?
He got a bicycle.
No, Your Honor.
He got a bicycle for somebody.
I know it's been
That's the road, everybody.
with that email system going down. So we'll be here tomorrow. If y'all have problems with it, let me know.
I think that's resolved.
In the last 2 minutes, I have got
Yes, sir.
emails come through. So I think it may be working now.
He's a magistrate, not a
got
judge.
the emails, but maybe it'll work better tomorrow. But I'm sorry it took so long. It's just we had to get them done. Anything else from Washington County, sir?
No, Your Honor. Thank you, Your Honor.
Thank you. We'll see you in the morning. With the exception of the 2 in Liberty County, Mr. Gill, because of the other issues, I have not called them.
Poor Stephanie.
Mr. Gill, give me just a second.
Bet you she ain't partying this weekend.
No, she's somewhere being taken care
Liberty
of.
County Jail. When we can, if they'll let us jump on and do those.
Hey, that's not bad. 61-51. Good ratio. 70 overall. Hanging out on a Saturday morning, watching
Very early Saturday morning for some people.
first appearances. Yeah, no kidding. Hello, Deborah.
Deborah.
Good morning.
Is
What do you
Elizabeth
got
that important?
over here? Is this
This is Judge Nelson.
Judge Nelson.
He's in sitting in for the Fink.
Judge Nelson.
And he's muted right this minute.
Hey, this is Judge Mercer doing first appearances for Calhoun.
I was like, what does that sound? But I can still hear yours. Judge Nelson, very stoic today. If you would like to hear him say something, give this video a like. And
So to stay a few moments, get a translator on.
Oh no!
Oh come on! I'd rather watch him worry about figuring out where the other people are than a translator this early in the morning.
We're going to connect to Liberty County's room.
Ladies and gentlemen, we're going to Liberty County.
We don't use very often. Do each of you have that?
I do,
number?
Judge,
Simpson.
I have that number, please.
Elizabeth, please put it out in your mouth.
Okay, you can send it.
Yeah, you have to go down. It's an attachment, and it'll be in the attachment.
Are you sure?
I'll see y'all there in a couple of minutes. We'll do those 2 cases and we'll be through for the morning. Ladies and gentlemen, if you're watching by YouTube, that concludes the first appearances. We do have 2 in Liberty County. I probably will not go back on video just because it's the 2 cases are left and it's kind of frustrating. This morning,
Pissed off.
Fine. But hopefully it'll work better tomorrow. So that concludes all the first appearances for 5 counties with the exception of 2 that are being held in Liberty. And Mr. Gillen.
This is Sparta!
That is not a Creed frame. There we go. See that?
Thank you for the update.
Yeah, I noticed they can't find the translator. So were they okay, Creed, Mary F. Kill, Judge Nelson, Attorney Perney, and APA Elizabeth here.
Oh, hang on a minute. Shall we not forget yesterday? F. Mary Kill. All right, I can do this. Well, one of them. We need to F. Mary Kill, and then something else because there's 4 of them.
Well, I can't decide anything because he doesn't speak English. English speaking.
And I've never understood that game because, like, if you marry somebody, you'll be effing them, right? So it's kind of the
Creed. How long you been married? Yeah, you have been married long enough to understand. Not necessarily. Not necessarily, and not very often.
How that work, huh?
My anniversary, my 31st anniversary is tomorrow. So, yeah, it doesn't do that well.
You guys even going out to dinner?
Yes, we're going out to eat. Yes. I've picked the cheddars.
Nice. Yeah. See if we've got speaking of being married. So we're walking by last weekend at the race in Charlotte, and they were giving out little cards for the free appetizer. We go to Cheddar's.
Nice.
And we're like, oh, we'd love Cheddar. So Emily grabs 2 and we walk away. I said, how do you ask for a stack? And the girl was super nice. I said, you get a,
Still waiting for a translator.
Still waiting for a translator. I said, you got to get a whole stack of those. We love our Cheddars.
So how many you got?
2.
Oh, come on, man.
And then, this is a fun one too. I didn't even tell her.
I used to take all the bowling ones so I could take my whole family bowling for.
Of course. Yes. I mean, you take advantage of things like that when you can. In her garbage in her car, I see this scratched off lottery ticket. Each one of these, by the way, she threw this away. Each one of these has 3 numbers. She's only scratched off 1 of each.
Odd scratching with
You're
Emily.
banned from the lottery.
Hey, I've picked up lottery tickets out of the parking lot at the gas station and scratched a little code and scanned it and have a winner. I found $50 on one. Somebody discarded.
Nice. Love that.
And I was like, And some games are complicated. Some people, they have to have it very simple. Very, very simple. But if
Bishop ever returns to odd scratching. He should get those crossword and bingo ones. He
Oh.
would only need 2 tickets, and it'd take like 3 hours.
I think Bishop doesn't have any lottery tickets. That's why he can't do it.
I don't think he has a working computer.
He has a gambling addiction, and they've said, "Look, bud,
he's ran off with the monies.
Gotta cut you." Tobin is still looking for his money.
Team Tobin. He's here somewhere. I bet you
He's
out of the
gotta
70
be.
plus that are here, he's one of them.
He's gotta be hanging around making snarky comments. Look at the judge. He's reading the comments over there right now. 65 of you over here watching us watch them. While there is another stream, we got a Saturday court that has nobody watching it but me right now. I got eyes on you, bud. I got eyes on you. Looks like they've got one person watching and one dislike.
Now there's 2 plus 70.
Again, there are no other affiliated people with We Gotta
Mikey,
anything.
Do your own thing, dude.
It's
Why
all right.
waste your time? I don't understand.
Nobody is going to be fooled into thinking, hey, this is Mikey and Creed.
If you if you have the time,
yeah, just come up with a new moniker in front of
Do
your
it.
stuff. There's like 50 We Gotta
Why?
channels now.
Why?
Even on Twitter, buddy. Come on.
Why?
It's still from somebody bigger. I mean, we're
No
very
kidding.
small. If you go steal from somebody, steal from a bigger channel. Come on, man. Come on. You can do better. I know you can. I promise you can do a lot better.
Look at. I mean, come on, dude.
I mean, we're
we were so nice about it in the beginning and said, listen,
I keep finding more and more of these channels that he's made with the We Gotta in front of it. I mean, it's nice. We've got 2 monetized channels on YouTube. Just hit 2,000 subscribers over there on We Gotta Chase channel. That is, and here we are, only not even a year that channel's been up. We're trying to get to 10,000 over here. We're working as hard as we can. We go live more than anybody under the sun. It's got to be.
I just don't understand why it's got to be a carbon copy. Why you can't do your thing. We've talked about that. We were so nice about it in the beginning.
But when you're taking actual our videos and putting them up as your own, and with us talking, on the video.
While we wait for a translator, might as well watch some guys play some volleyball, huh? And by the way, Gio, welcome, buddy. You've made a great choice, my friend.
Absolutely, and welcome to the family. I think we have. Ken. Now, real quick, Creed. I know you're not familiar with Ken, the content coach. I love watching his videos. I've been watching them for a very long time, trying to pick up some tips because we jumped into this YouTube journey knowing nothing, absolutely nothing. And I try to find channels that are going to teach me something, so I know what I'm doing when we jump on here. And his channel is great. I love he's very professional, very slick. Whereas we are neither, and I enjoy that. I enjoy it a lot. And
stop avoiding what question, Terminator? I didn't see it. Sorry.
Have we reported them? I mean, that's kind of private, isn't it?
We have told him very, very nicely to change up to do his thing. Do his thing without us, without our names, without our. I mean, he forgets it's an LLC. It's a real business.
Yeah.
And it is very easy for us to make his life miserable as far as with takedowns and any of the other stuff. We've been super nice about it.
I mean, what more can we do? I mean, I appreciate him not. I mean, we do stream on Facebook, Twitch, Twitter,
you might
Live.
You might want to. There's no reason to steal our stuff in our name and do that. And by the way, Mikey Mike, if you would have done this, are we still waiting over? Yeah, we're still waiting for translator. If you would have done this in a completely different way, even if you did something that was very similar to what we did or do, without using our likeness, our names, or kind of our logo in some cases, a lot of that, we probably would have helped you and worked on this in a much different way.
Yeah. And I saw your stealing smoking scans videos now too.
Good luck.
Damon's not gonna be as nice as us. I can promise you that.
No, he's not gonna be at all.
I can promise you, Damon is not gonna be as nice as we are.
You got the time, and you know what you're doing. Go do, even if it's similar to what we do, that's fine. But a carbon copy and stealing things, and ultimately somebody that lands on that's a branding issue. That's all that is. And it is confusing. And it's not cool. That's the only thing. We've been very nice about it. We really have. I mean, extremely patient.
That'd be like if we named our channel Smoking Scans with an S on the end.
Right. I mean, there's no reason for that. No reason for that at all.
And no problem, man. I really enjoy your stuff. It's really good. And one day I'll be able to afford one of those really nice boards. He's got all the really nice stuff, Creed.
Well, then obviously, now
you're down to these three.
Yeah, now we're down to three, though.
I mean, you pull the TV down on the head of the guy in there. You marry Mark here because he's obviously got a little bit of cash.
Oh, that's true.
APA, she might have a little money, but
Oh, are we making phone calls now?
Let's call them.
We're still attempting to get a translator.
Okay.
Do any of y'all speak
Absolutely.
Spanish?
Scotty, I know our revenue, and I can only imagine.
He can speak some English.
He's not making any revenue.
The legal jargon more difficult. Yeah.
Zero.
All right. We'll do our best here.
Zero.
You want me to take my share of $0.00 from him?
How dare you!
That'd be about as dumb as me saying, "Hey, I want that OG show. I want it in, baby. Come on now, give me it. Come on, give me some of that money from the OG show." Oh, he's giving up.
Oh, Judge is even left now. My goodness.
Yeah, Ken, that's for sure. And that's and let's be honest too. A lot of people, this is why we get you guys see me, and Mikey flies off the handle once in a while too with some stupid stuff that's said about bamboozling you, or putting almost anything trying to in the title or description, which we should be doing. That's what we do nothing along the lines of what you're supposed to be doing on YouTube. I mean, you're supposed to, go with trends, say this, say that, put this, to make it a catchy title, any of that clickbait shit, none of it.
Even our thumbnail game is terrible. I mean,
which is fine.
ID 354321. I'll be your public interpreter today. How can I help you?
Good morning, Mohammed. My name is Mark Nelson. I'm the magistrate for the 14B District Court. We have Ali Al-Assadi on the line with us.
No Spanish
necessary. Go ahead and introduce yourself to make sure the two of you can hear each other, okay?
Absolutely, yes. Marhaban.
What do you think Mohammed did?
مرحبا أنا سأكون المترجم
Get your
الخاص بك
guesses
اليوم.
in.
تمام.
You can ask him to move a little closer to the you ask him to move a little closer to the computer so we can hear him better.
Bring him in close.
هل ممكن تقترب من الكمبيوتر لو سمحت لكي نسمعك بشكل أفضل؟
Okay.
All right. Is that communication better now?
هل هذا أفضل الآن؟
Good to see you, Texas Mama Bear.
This is better, yes.
Okay. Hill State of Michigan versus Ali Al-Assadi, case number 20F40463.
نحن في ولاية ميشيغان وهذه بخصوص الأستاذ علي السعيدي القضية رقم 20F4004.
The allegations that between the dates of July 18, 2019 and August 21, 2019, in the city of Milan, state of Michigan at 915 Dexter Street.
حدث في شهر أغسطس 2019 في ميرلاند في ولاية ميشيغان وفي 19/15.
That you did being an agent or employee of a Marathon gas station did fraudulently dispose of and or convert to your own use with the intent to keep for your own use without the consent of the principal or employer, lottery, money tickets, or personal lottery tickets, money, or the personal property of the employer.
Wow.
هذا بخصوص الاستخدام يعني الأشياء الخاصة بالماراثون جاز ستيشن تم استخدام الجزء الخاص بالوشم التاتو أو الأموال أو بطاقات اليانصيب دون الموافقة صاحب هذه الأشياء.
The value of the money, property, or lottery tickets was more than $1,000, but less than $20,000.
Ooh.
قيمة هذه التذاكر اليانصيب أو المبلغ كان أكثر من $1,000 ولكن أقل من $20,000.
Do you understand this allegation?
I'm wondering if somebody come in and turned in a ticket and then he stole it.
هل ايش؟ افهم هذا التهم؟
Do I what? Understand the allegations?
Correct. Do you understand the allegation?
That's a felony for sure.
مظبوط. هل تفهم هذه المزاعم أو
نعم أفهم.
All right, if he gets sent to prison, does the translator go to prison with him?
This is a felony which carries a maximum penalty if convicted of up to 5 years in prison, a $10,000 fine, or both.
هذه جريمة عقوبتها أقصاها $10,000 أو 5 سنوات في السجن أو الاثنين مع بعض.
Do you understand that?
هل تفهم هذا؟
ما سمعت عيد. I can't hear you.
I couldn't hear you.
Bradley.
You go ahead and repeat it.
هل تفهم هذا؟
This carries a maximum penalty if convicted of up to 5 years in prison, a $10,000 fine, or both.
That's a lot.
أقصى عقوبة هي ما يصل
You better
ل5
watch
سنوات
out,
في
bud.
السجن أو $10,000 أو الاثنين.
Do you understand that?
He said, "Oh."
هل تفهم هذا؟
Oh, shit.
Yes.
What me?
Sir, I need to advise you of certain rights.
He worked at a gas station and doesn't speak English?
You have the right to remain silent because then you say on the record
Unheard
can
of.
and would be used against you at trial.
أنت عندك الحق في أن تبقى صامتا لأي شيء ستقوله سوف يتم استخدامه ضدك في المحكمة.
You have the right to trial by a jury.
Yeah, he won a lot.
عندك الحق في أن يتم مقاضاتك.
It was over $1,000, but less than 20. So
You have the right to the assistance of an attorney.
You don't steal lottery tickets; they're traceable. I mean,
عندك الحق في مساعدة محامي.
they know the numbers.
You have the right to an attorney at all stages of these proceedings, including before, during, after trial, and at any time you're being questioned by a police officer.
Morning.
You guys know how we hate
عندك الحق أن يكون عندك محامي.
translators and
هذا
stuff.
قبل
Watch
وبعد
this one.
وأثناء المحاكمة. وهذا يشمل إذا سألك.
And then I'm going to need you guys to promise me that you're going to be on your best behavior when we go over to this next cam that just went live about 5 minutes ago over in Amarillo.
إذا كنت غير قادر على تحمل تكلفة المحامي سنوفر لك محامي تكلفة عامة.
Do you understand that?
هل تفهم هذا؟
نعم أفهم لأنه ما عنديش تكلفة المحامي.
The court will have you stand mute to the charge and has entered a not guilty plea on your behalf.
That's a good question. If you can't speak English, like, you know, a lot of people speak Spanish now, you get away with that. But
at this time, the prosecutor
if he had to go to prison, he couldn't speak English. The translator had to show up every day.
Thank you. Elizabeth Andery, Assistant Prosecuting Attorney on behalf of the people.
That's your turn,
I can barely hear that.
I said, thank you, Elizabeth Andery, Assistant Prosecuting Attorney on behalf of the people.
شكرا لك. أنا إليزابيث أندري،
By
أنا
the way.
المحامية العامة المدعية العامة عن الناس.
They're always listening.
Regarding bond, we would ask for a no-go to the 915 Dexter
the
Street.
First video that
location.
pops up underneath. I'm watching when I was out on the porch.
بالنسبة للكفالة يعني نحن نطلب عدم الذهاب إلى هذا المكان 915.
Do you see who it is? It won't focus. The ugly pirate.
Which is the Marathon gas station.
That's great.
But we didn't
هذا
say,
هو
we said
محطة
Toby.
الجاز ستيشن في ماراثون.
Yeah.
Like
We would also ask
not even-
for no
I'm not
contact
subscribed to him.
with the owner of Marathon gas station, which is Ihsan Mirza, IHSANMIR.
Creed, if you want to jump to your first appearance, I think we pretty much got the gist of this case right
Yeah.
نحن أيضا نطلب عدم التواصل مع مالك ماراثون جاز ستيشن.
He's going to plead not guilty. Get a
Yes.
date,
NMIRZ.
basically. Again, no jokes.
Where do you work, Mr. Owens?
Chicken Express.
Where?
Which, is there just one? Or are there?
Going on Bell.
She said Chicken Express?
It's right going towards Hillside.
Okay. Are you missing work today?
I was off today.
Oh, good. Why don't you miss some work?
Oh, that'd be interesting, Who's Handsome, if that is a way that they
I'm going to give you that $150 credit.
it's just so
And
easy to
because you
get
were scheduled for
caught
an
with.
indigency hearing, I'm going to reschedule that. You show up on Monday by 2 p.m. Okay? Bring proof of your income, your expenses with you. If you fail to appear, I will reissue those KPS profile warrants. Maybe at that point, you'll be ready to get that payment plan made. Okay?
Oh, roasted.
Okay. Talk to the deputy. He's going to give you some paperwork. You're free to go.
Good looking bunch in Amarillo, I tell you. Is that Chicken Express? That's what he said. He's worked at Chicken Express, guy.
She's like, is there more than one?
Harlan Gage Martinez Thacker.
I said no jokes.
Hi, Mr. Thacker. How are you today?
You?
Good. Are you named after somebody?
My dad. I know.
You've got a consumption of alcohol by a minor and a urinating in public charge.
Oh boy.
Yes, speak up.
I don't know. I've never been to jail.
Okay. Fun?
He thinks this is funny.
Huh?
Is it fun? You're laughing.
No, it's not fun.
Okay. Well, you can plead not guilty, no contest, or guilty.
What's he doing with his hands?
Guilty.
Okay, is somebody back there telling you what?
I said no jokes, Dallas.
Who's that person that was talking to you?
I don't know. It's like 3.
Okay, you have a seat. We'll get back to you. I'm gonna get your jailhouse lawyers taken care of first, since they all want to give everybody legal advice. April Harvin.
Oh, she don't like that.
I am the world's greatest courtroom artist.
A drug paraphernalia from last evening.
Oh, that's
You want
shocking.
to enter a plea of not guilty, no contest, or guilty.
Not guilty.
Guilty.
No, not guilty. No.
Not guilty.
No way.
$531 fine and court cost.
There's no way that girl's ever touched a drug in her life.
1 day jail credit. Still live in Howardwick?
Oh,
Yeah.
oh, Gio.
Did you update your
Gio.
clerk?
That's-
And balance is going to be, looks like it's going to be about 381. Let's jail credit off. Release you to appear here at municipal court. by
Do you
2
still
p.m. on
live at the Witch's Cauldron? Sure.
the deputy
Yes.
about getting directions to our court. Good luck.
That's Naughty Nod. Welcome to the fam.
Hey, girl. You'll fit right in.
How old are
Welcome.
you, ma'am? Yeah, you have a seat. I'll be back with you too.
Hey, you sit your fine ass back down. We'll be right back to you.
Damn, she mad, bro.
God, I hope we haven't missed that one.
Silvis?
How many chairs is that guy sitting on?
Yes, ma'am.
You the one
Two?
back there trying to help that man?
Has to.
ma'am.
Okay. From Friday, June 3rd, you've got a possession of drug paraphernalia.
Yes, ma'am.
Then on way back in 2016, you received a criminal mischief violation.
Jules, ain't that correct? That's for sure.
Right.
Morning, Glenn.
Glenn, how are you, bud?
I'm just telling you what I have. And then you have from 2021, because you never came to court on that criminal mischief case.
So Fruit Stripe, I bet is next.
Might
You know,
be
he's
in
going to yell at these
school.
others.
What is with this guy's
On North
outfit
Mirror. Isn't there
that he's wearing? Did they staple it together on his shoulders?
on North Mirror?
I think that was whenever I broke the camera when I was younger, out of school.
Yeah. And then because you never came and took care of that case, you've
Judge
got
Hamilton
another
looks like a
case
bitter
called
ex-girlfriend.
continuing obligation to appear, which is a charge that's filed when a juvenile or their parents never show up to take care of their criminal case that they have.
The Fruit Stripe is very good.
So on the case you got yesterday for possession of drug paraphernalia, Class C misdemeanor, punishable by a fine of up to $500. Do you want to plead not guilty, no contest, or guilty?
Guilty.
Guilty.
You
It's a
plead
psych
guilty, I'll find
outfit.
you guilty. Assess that $531. I'll give you 1 day jail credit. The balance will be $381.
So a day in jail, you get credit on the
I've
money?
seen that before. Well, I've seen that before. Where like sometimes it's worth like $50 a
Criminal
day.
mischief from when you were a juvenile. If you wish to enter a plea of not guilty, no contest, or guilty.
Guilty.
He's just laying the guilties out there. Oh yeah,
That's a
like
$469 fine.
Amber Heard's gonna look like in a year.
Because that happened when you're a juvenile, I'm not going to give you jail credit.
Not guilty. He's
I'm
quilting.
just going to release you on that to appear here to set a payment plan. That's $469 plus $381, so over $800. Then on the violation of continuing obligation to appear from when you were a juvenile or from not showing up on the camera case, do you want to plead not guilty, no contest, or guilty?
No contest.
That is correct.
I will give you 1 day jail credit.
Do they let him sit down and talk, or do they make him stand up? Hands up, does he knock over all the chairs?
He's going to bring a chair with him and set it in front of him, like to hold on to.
Yes, ma'am.
Oh, what do you think he did? Is it meth?
I don't think so.
Like your total is close to $1,000, $969. When you get out of jail, you have to be here by 2 o'clock on the first business day following your release.
Sharon, going to garage sales, that's good enough for me.
That's a lot of fun.
No contempt of court for Sharon and Rick today.
There he comes. Oh, you know he showed his whole ass to everybody.
Hey, big boy.
Let's hear them charges. He's got tats up here on his head.
A long time ago, you got some tickets for driving with an invalid license, expired driver's license, and no insurance.
In
Now, you
2016.
had some previous no driver's license or DWI tickets, but surcharges and all that are gone. You could have got license, I guess. Since then, I don't know, but
I'm in the process of doing that.
okay. Well, do you want to enter a plea of not guilty, no contest, or guilty?
Guilty.
I wish you would have said, Your Honor, I was going there
So on
Monday
driving with an invalid
to take care of
license,
that.
that's $450.
First thing.
Now,
have a
I'm going
job?
to give you 2 days jail credit, excuse me.
He drives old pickup trucks that just have bench seats, Dallas
Are you
Allen.
are you pleading guilty on all 3 of those? I'm sorry, or just on the,
All 3.
okay. Your time served on the.
Or he drives from the back seat.
Yeah, he sits in the back seat.
And you owe 79 on the no insurance ticket. Do you think you'll be in jail tomorrow?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Do you want to voluntarily remand yourself on your balance because you'll resolve it tomorrow?
Yes, ma'am.
If you think you'll be in jail on your other cases. The deputy's going to give you a voluntary remand form. If you'll sign that, that just says.
That's crazy that you can stay in and pay off your fine. I didn't know that was even
a different judge about your other
thing.
He's a wobble.
Bring old girl back up here.
Did you notice how she has gotten increasingly more nervous now?
She's bouncing that leg. Damn, dude moves great.
He does. He's kind of fast on the feet, isn't he?
Yeah, he's like a Van Vader or a
I'm
Bam Bam
impressed.
Bigelow
You're right.
type.
When he stood up, by the way, he was only in one chair. When he entire ass hanging out.
Oh, had to be. Yeah,
Are y'all
absolutely.
together?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay.
Oh.
Were you telling him to plead guilty? Okay. Well, first of all, sit up and get your shirt straightened out. You're in court. Pull your shirt up over your shoulders.
Tits. Boobs. Sorry.
Have either one of you ever been convicted of a minor involving alcohol? Okay.
So they were out
don't rush
partying
to
together?
plead guilty, ma'am. Okay. Don't give people legal advice in jail. I'm sorry.
She's a courthouse lawyer now.
Background is, but I bet you're not a lawyer.
Yes, ma'am. I'm sorry.
I just had to guess. Okay. You are in court. You are in jail. There's really nothing funny about the situation. 20 years from now, there might be something funny about it. But right now, you guys are looking at losing your first license. You're looking at, you're going to have to take an alcohol education course, do alcohol-related community service if you're found guilty. Well, if you're found guilty, you lose your driver's license. If you don't take the alcohol education course and do the alcohol-related community service, then you also run the risk of losing your driver's license. There's ways to keep that from happening. You can do what's called deferred disposition, where you come in, you plead no contest.
David, you retire that chair. It's
And
served us well, and
do
it's retirement.
$434 every time you enter your plea. So today, what you could do is you could plead not guilty. I can set a bond on your cases.
It's structurally compromised now.
Then
Like,
you come back.
The next
on
person will
Monday.
die sitting in it.
Excuse me. You come back on Monday, you either come in with your 434, or if you don't have the 434 on Monday, you can reset the case to give you time to come back with the money. Okay? Are y'all in school? Okay, where do you work?
We live in Borger. I work at the Borger Plaza.
At the Burger what?
Plaza restaurant.
Okay. And you work
on the
at
border.
school? Okay. What's y'all's career goals?
I'm going to college right now.
Yeah. What are you going to college for? What do you major in?
Law.
Business.
What do you want to do?
I want to be an
Business.
Okay. What about you, sir? What's your goal?
Start a YouTube channel.
Are you in college now, or are you planning?
It's just we just graduated.
You got an idea what you can do on there? No, I'm just gonna steal other people's shit and put it up.
Here's the deal.
Their name and
so Class
logos.
C misdemeanors are not the end of the world.
Even their shows just rebroadcast.
But you don't want to go
as
through a
moon.
driver's license suspension. You don't go through a reinstatement. And when you're that young and you want to have career goals, you don't want to have an alcohol-related offense on your record. Okay? So no rush to guilty. I want to ride. Yeah. Okay.
I mean,
now, if you want to plead guilty, if you go, Judge, I just still want to plead guilty. You just march on up.
I understand.
I'll let you plead guilty.
I understand what she's saying, but I
Okay.
mean, an alcohol offense
I don't
at
frankly
18
even
is
know, Mr. Thacker,
at the end of the
if I would
world.
want to urinating in public on my record.
Well, that
You know,
could be.
I don't know. I'm not a guy, but I wouldn't want that on my record.
Like you've never
So,
urinated in public, Judge. Come on.
Yeah. Does a judge piss in the woods?
I don't know what your parents are going to think or what they already think. They're probably not happy. But you might want to go home and talk to them about it, or just kind of decide how you want to handle it.
Can you answer
And
these
you might
questions after,
not
dude,
guilty
please, Your
because
Honor?
you think you're not guilty and you want to have a trial. I mean, that's your number one thing you need to remember.
Number one.
You know, there's no presumption of guilt here. It's presumption of innocence. So, Mr. Thacker, do you want to go ahead and plead guilty still?
Nice.
Like your lawyer back there advised you to do? You want to plead not guilty? I'll give you a PR bond. You go home. You come back on Monday at 2. Make sure you're
there
here
you
by
go.
about 1:30, 1:45.
She's trying to give them the best option, I think.
If you don't have the
She
funds
really
to
is. I
resolve your
mean,
case
She's
on
doing them a
Monday,
favor.
He's going to let
accept this so you
them
can
out.
go be a good lifeguard and make a bunch of money and come with it.
I mean, he got a statement to make about being drunk and pissing in
Okay.
public.
What about you, Miss Bastillos? You're
I don't recall being drunk.
through the bus and plead guilty? Okay. So I'm going to get you both PR bonds. I'm going to enter not guilty pleas for you today. We will see both of you on Monday at 2. Do not be late. Okay? Okay, go.
Go, she says. Go, Creed.
Oh, and we are done over there. Back over
Washington County Sheriff's
to
Incident 2242
Translator's gone.
959. Allegations on June 4th, 2022, Ypsilanti Township, Washington County, State of
Oh,
Michigan.
Ken, say-
2811
trust me.
Apple Ridge.
Hey, North
You did make an
Carolina,
assault,
South
Carolina.
assault, battery upon Andre
mean-
Wiley, individual whom you have a child in common and or an individual whom you have or had.
gotta
an
go. You got to
relationship.
go. We're in the, whereabouts
This is
in
a
the
misdemeanor
south.
carrying a maximum penalty of up to 93 days in jail, a $500 fine, plus court costs, or both. Do you understand that?
Yes.
You have read and
Yes.
signed the advice of rights form?
Yes.
Do you have any questions with regard to your rights?
No.
The court will have you stand mute to the charge, has entered a not guilty plea on your behalf. We're going to go off our public feed. I want to verify some contact information with you.
Okay.
Give me just a second to do that.
A lot of women's beat up on men, and that's the end of that, Creed.
Wow.
Remarkably. That sure ended
That might
very
be it for the day then.
unauspiciously.
I mean, unless you want more volleyball. I mean, I got that for you. It's a court, technically.
I
you
mean,
know?
it is. We can definitely do that.
The great state of Kentucky.
Our neighbors to the north.
Mikey and I were watching some really good volleyball yesterday, by the way. It was kind of fun. It's this one really short girl. It was 2-on-2, and it was a short girl, and she, they did the whole setup. She went to do it and didn't even make it over and she jumped and hit it and still didn't make it over the net, which is very funny. And then the other one was this great save. Another one comes over, they set it up for her, and then the ball just drops in front of the team. It's pretty funny.
Yeah, I'm looking around, seeing if I can find anybody that's live.
That might be it. Look at that. On a Saturday morning, 100 of you hanging out with us to watch volleyball.
Yes. You all woke up. You said, let me wipe this cornbread from my eyes. Is there any volleyball live this morning?
Question, did we miss something here? What are they doing right now? They've got the thing tipped over.
Yeah, they're about to get ready for another game. They're changing the logo on the thing. They're re-raking the sand.
I believe the Wormans are up next.
They wiped down the net, which is, I guess, good. I didn't know that was really a thing.
Oh, is this going to be more 2-on-2 women?
2 Wormans are about to light it up for us here.
Is that what it does? Clears your process? I didn't know that. You learn something new every day.
That's good news because I don't know
try
how
that
my
out later. You never know.
is doing. My may need clearing eventually.
I know, but it was weird because they took off the side things and they had the thing tipped over, and it's very windy. Thought there was something. Yeah.
I hope they're just warming up because that was crap.
Well, I don't even know where the hell we're at.
I think we're still in Sweden or somewhere we went.
Was it Sweden? Well, how much you want to guess? It's like 50 degrees there.
It's very windy. I would not want to be playing volleyball on such a blustery day.
Hello, Eric.
They're like, this said court.
This is a court we're watching. I no more court. We did pretty good though for listen, for a Saturday morning to catch that much live happenings. You don't want that.
Remember that case we were looking at yesterday of the married couple and the guy's trying to get custody?
Yeah, and he was real like dopey.
Yeah,
Okay.
there is 5 videos of them, each one over an hour.
Of them?
Yes.
You missed some good arraignments today.
Yeah, there's some good stuff. You got to go back and luckily you can rewatch it anytime you like. Huh. Was it with Tom Cruise, Gio? Because he loves getting sandy with men, playing volleyball. Old Squishy, good to see you, bud. Old Squishy Gardner,
I didn't see it come through. Awesome.
Did you see the video of the guy peeing live on Zoom court into a cup?
That we got. Great to see you, Old Squishy Gardner. We ran out of live court, so we went over to this court and watched some volleyball. By the way, those of you who don't know, Old Squishy Gardner, definitely go and subscribe to his channel.
Please.
Man, I don't know how you do it.
If you like our sense of humor and the way we do things, you'll definitely love Old Squishy Gardner stuff. You'll be right at home over there.
Well, apparently, we're not allowed to watch. They just went away. They went away.
Unbelievable.
Oh, well.
I don't see anybody else going live, Creed, unfortunately. That's all right. We got some action in, and we're going to be back on today. Oh, you missed it. There's a guy peeing in a cup.
We'll have to send it over once you see it.
Send. I don't have his email. I've tried to send it to him.
Old Squishy Gardner, send us an email, will you?
Yeah. We got that one, and we also, what was the other one? The lady that went crazy in court. Her first appearance. She come in talking on her shoe.
That one was.
Yeah, she come in talking on her shoe. Very animated, and then she took off her mask off her mouth, and then acted like she had taken a blind off her eyes, because then she started doing like this.
Yeah, that was over in Licking, man. That one was a great one.
Oh, that was fantastic.
Yeah. Shoot us an email. We'll send you over some. You're more than welcome to
use it all you want.
Use whatever you'd like. Big fans, though. Yeah, the shoe phone girl was. I mean, she was. Oof. God, that was so good. Yeah.
Well, we're going to be back today, Creed.
That's right.
In just about 3 hours, we'll be back with a Saturday voyage to Spied Life. You guys love it, apparently. A lot of people, a lot of positive emails and comments, Creed. People happy that we brought it back. So we're going to jump on that. If you don't know what that is, that's Spied Life. We're going to go over to an Italian box show. These people have cameras in their homes. They know they're there, and we will check them out live with you guys and give our opinions, comments, and concerns.
So I got to tell you guys something really weird that had happened. Get off my lawn, Nightbot. Yeah, no, you guys will enjoy his. Trust me. The time and effort that goes into, and he catches some great stuff. My God.
Yeah.
So this is so weird. I just want to explain. We're done. But I wanted to explain this to you. This is just one of those really weird things with, they're listening, they're watching you. An old friend of ours that I guess got pissed off at me because I kind of went off on him one time live.
That is correct.
He's an old friend from quite a while ago, back in the radio days. And used to spend a lot of time around here. So, anyways, we had just mentioned him because Mikey and I will joke about stupid inside jokes of the past. And we always make jokes about that. Tobin never really left. By the way, I guess he's pretty good friends with not Terminator, but
Lambo.
Yeah, with Lambo Red, because they fucked. But anyways, all we mentioned was Tobin. Our old friend Tobin, we made that joke that, he's still here, whatever. When I went outside, within minutes of that, to go out and check the traffic and weather together, that had popped up. And that is actually his YouTube channel. So
that Creed doesn't even subscribe to.
He's got a couple hundred subs, which, by the way, Tobin's his last name. It's just, you know what I mean? So it has nothing to do with his channel. I'm not even subbed. And that was the first thing underneath while I was watching. Was his new video that just went up.
That's crazy.
How is that? That is so like that. That's almost close to a couple of times where I was thinking about something and the ads popped up before for me.
Boy, that escalated quickly.
That is so weird, though. It's so weird.
Creed, the truth is out there.
You can't handle the truth.
Fred, what time is it gonna? Let's see. 11, 12, 1, 2. I was gonna say it'd be fun to walk around with you again. How long is that in town for? They're usually ours sometimes can be 3 days. Did you know that?
3 big days.
I guess that's a compliment, Denise. I don't know.
I don't know either. The movie or the skit on SNL, because that's two different animals.
Denise, you have to answer that. There's a big difference between them.
Huge difference between the two.
So which one is it?
Or maybe Denise has already been drinking.
Movie.
We're not worthy. We're not worthy.
Or are we talking SNL?
Hopefully she hasn't been drinking already this morning, because it's far too early to start drinking.
Isn't happy hour anytime?
Oh, I guess so, but at the same time,
mega pints for everyone.
It's not that responsible.
Tuesday. All right, so we got some time.
We do
fireworks. Can we do fireworks, Fred?
That'd be like what, noontime here? What time is?
I would love to see fireworks.
It's fireworks.
I told Mikey I have not seen. Last time I was at Universal Orlando was when they were putting in that fountain show. I didn't realize that they've got like 3 major fountains that they do projections on.
Y'all seen that show with them 2 rednecks, and he's like, "Man, you see that show they did with that fountain? It was crazy."
All right, Denise said the right thing. So, okay.
The skit. Okay, well thank you. I'll take that as a compliment now. Then,
anyways, guys, we'll see you back here 2:00 East. We're gonna do some voyage.
That's right. We love you guys so much. We're even here on Saturday, 6 days a week. We're stuck with you.
Hey, we used to be live 7 days a week.
Not no more.
Something happened.
Nothing happened.
Anyways, it's been fun.
All right, guys, we love you. If you haven't already liked this video, please take a second to do so. If you're not subscribed, hey, think about doing that. That'd be awesome. If you're a member, check out the new Creed So Sexy emoji. If you haven't got a chance to see that yet.
Is there one? I'm a member. I didn't see it.
Yeah.
Or are you just making shit up now?
No. When have I ever come in here and made up a lie? I can't believe this guy. Thought you know.
Terminator saw it, or no. Okay, never mind. I saw Wang and
easy. Wang's around?
Oh no. I know who Wang is. Wang screwed up one time.
Oh no, Wang.
Ed, that's a long story. Not really. Well, yeah. I mean, it went rogue.
I mean, we've got like 5 channels on YouTube now, something like that. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
It definitely got broke. No, that's a long story. I think this is how it's going to be. We're going to be hot and heavy once in a while on there, and then just not going to see.
It's going to come in bursts, sweet, juicy, delicious bursts. And
all right, now we got to do backwards math to figure that out.
One goes into
Monday
2, 2 goes into 3.
11 to 11:30, so 11 minus 6, 5.
1,600 hours.
We'll figure it out. Anyways, all right. See you guys at 2. Thank you for
That's
hanging out. That was a huge success for an early Saturday morning of.
Yeah. Good seeing all you guys. Until next time, please remember.
It did. That's about 5 o'clock. So see, that almost could work then, like after the chase Friday or Monday. Wait, that would be his son. No, that would be our Sunday though.
Oof,
right?
Would it? I don't know. Fred, figure it out and send us a message when day and time.
Yes, for us.
Please and thank you.
See you guys.